Now tuned in to the Premier Hotspur TV. Sit back, get involved, comment away, because we are live.
Hi guys, welcome back to Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fans. Guys, today we're going to bring you the Unbiased Premier League show, the results from the weekends, guys, and we'll bring you the up-to-date prediction mini league at the end. So I've got my co-host Matt here. Matt, thanks again coming along, mate. Second time round. How are we going, mate?
All good, mate. A few technical difficulties, guys, but we're back, and let's get into this.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, for that. Something happened down my end. My phone literally just only had Matt on the screen, and it went off and on. So I had to go out, leave it, and start over again. It looks like it's working all right now, guys. So sorry about that, guys. Thanks for everyone tuning in. So it's the Unbiased Premier League show. We're going to bring you the results from the weekend, and Matt, we'll jump straight into it, mate. And we were speaking about this Saturday 12:30 game, guys. Man City versus West Ham. Matt, how do you thought this went, mate?
Tight game. West Ham played really well. Man City, dug out another victory. It's what champions do. It's what the best teams do. Wonderful Kevin De Bruyne pass with his weak foot, unbelievable. Diaz can't really miss it. Smashes it in the back of the net with his header. Then West Ham get back into it through, Lingard does well. Beautiful crossing. I think it was from Soufal possibly. And Antonio bundles the ball in. Then Man City come out second half. Wonderful move. John Stones finishes it off. Lovely finish with his right foot. Great finish into the bottom corner. And then, Man City, defensively solid throughout. West Ham, probably felt like they could have got a result or even nicked it. I think West Ham gave Man City a run for their money, and fair play to West Ham, but well done to Man City as well. What is it, 19 games in a row now? Something like that, 20? So
yeah, it was something like that, absolutely.
Crazy.
So Matt South echo what Matt said there. Man City now is on unbelievable run. Another win. And they got off to a great start as well. A great cross from Kevin De Bruyne. What a ball that was! Straight onto Diaz's head, and he opened the score. And then, as I said, Antonio just before half time, he pops off for a goal with Jesse Lingard's assist. And West Ham really, they gave City a good game. They really did. But John Stones with a Mahrez assist, another great finish. So yeah, two good goals, and West Ham nearly nicked it a point at the end with Diop. Oh my God, with that header just going wide, absolutely. So it could have been a point for West Ham, but in the end, City were just too good. In the end, it was absolutely. Kevin De Bruyne was absolutely fantastic. This is scary. I'll tell you now, absolutely scary at the minute. City. We've got some comments in here, Matt. Before we crack on, mate. Everyone's having a good old crack about it's my internet. Lily White Lane, smash the like button, guys, and keep supporting the channel. Thank you, Lily White. Thank you very, very much. And Yusuf says, what happened? It was weird. It was weird, Yusuf. It was the first time it's happened. Was both on screen. Then it was just Matt on its own. Then it was keep going in and out. I think it's like on my actual phone. It wasn't my internet. And Paul said, you must have been using Lily White's Wi-Fi now. Nothing to do with my Wi-Fi, guys. Luke says West Ham played very well. Yeah, he did. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Paul Gregory, all my days. Harry Diaz and Stones had them both in my fancy Premier League, so it was very nice. Yes, well done, Harry. Thanks, Harry, for joining us as well, mate. Beloved Hotspur. Lily did it yesterday. Let's hope it's not Psy on and off today. Still a great show. No, it's not. Seriously, my Wi-Fi is 100% spot on, guys. Maybe every now and then I may have like to stop glitching, but nah, nothing to do with that, guys. It was my phone there. Lily White says lads, what team is better this season, City or last season, Liverpool? Oh, we'll have a little debate about that once we've finished this one, Lily White. Good question. That Luke says that ball was insane, as it was on his week. On his week,
was unbelievable.
This season, Man City, 20 wins. Lily White says West Ham look like a team that can really make a push for European. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Oh, that's a tough one. I still believe Liverpool were better City than they were balancing attack and defence. Kevin De Bruyne or Bruno. Oh, that's another one. And Luke says West Ham can get Champions League if they play like that. I think maybe Europa may at a push.
Yeah.
Is that Chewbacca? It sounds like it. So Manchester City. I went for 3-1. And I think Matt got this right. Matt, you got this right.
I did. Yep.
Matt got this right, so he got his 3 points for this one, and I only got a point. But there you go. I said 3-1. I thought City would have got thing, but West Ham, fair play to them, absolutely fair play to them. So then we go on to the next one, Matt.
Yeah, mate.
And this another's the Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. There's the West Brom Brighton 1-0 West Brom. I predicted 1-1 for this, Matt. What did you go with?
I went 1-0 Brighton, so I got it the wrong way around.
Oh dear. There's a couple of iffy moments in this one. Matt, I'll let you take it away, and I'll have my say on it after. Go on, mate.
Well, I mean, I think West Brom, can definitely count their lucky stars, to be honest, because I don't know how that game finished 1-0. We've had a disaster of a refereeing display. I mean, everyone's probably seen it. I still don't really understand why it was, disallowed, then allowed, then disallowed again. The referee blew his whistle. Dunk took the quick free kick, went in the goal. Obviously, just before the goal, he's blown his whistle a second time. According to the rules, if he does that, it means you have to retake the sort of free kick. They were looking at an offside as well. It was just a complete disaster. And then he gave the goal, and then it's sort of like he went peer pressure from the West Brom players, changed his mind completely. And I really, if you haven't seen it, go and watch the Lewis Dunk interview, because it's actually a really, insightful interview on what footballers should be calling out referees. He called the referee embarrassing, and why, and he asked, why isn't he here explaining? Why is it me that has to come and explain all the time? But yeah, Brighton have only got themselves to blame. They missed 2 penalties, loads of chances, and that's been the story of their season. They can't put the ball in the back of the net enough. West Brom defended pretty well. They got their goal, and they got the 3 points. And fair play to West Brom. They needed them.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, I said West Brom. I'll second what you said there, mate. Just go over it quickly. West Brom got the goal on the 11th minute, and I think they deserved it as well, because they actually started quite good, actually. Then, as you said, Brighton missed a penalty on the 90th minute. Mm-hmm. Then the goal was disallowed. Was it on the 30th minute? Something like that. I just can't believe what I saw. Seriously, when I watched it, I went, "What's he doing? He's blowing the whistle."
For me, I was like, "Football's gone. Football's going."
You can see in the video, Matt. Right? You totally see in the video that he said to the referee. He literally said to him, "Literally, can I take it quick?" And he's blown it, mate. He's scored, and he's blown it again, because he saw that the West Brom goalie wasn't. It was line up still his maul, and I thought if you blown that whistle, mate, to take that free kick quick, and it should just stand. And I think the football's gone, mate. Seriously, it's a joke. Yeah. But as you said, mate, as the game went on, they missed another penalty. Danny Welbeck. I mean, you can't miss 2 penalties in a game. You know what I mean? And count yourselves unlucky not to come away with at least a point. You know what I mean? You missed 2 penalties.
I have a fact for you.
That goal. Go on, mate. There's a fact. Go on, Matt. You give us a fact, pal.
that is the first game ever where both penalties have been missed and crossbar and post have been hit in the same game from both penalties. The first time ever
Ooh.
that.
Here we go.
So, yeah.
Matt's and his facts. Here we go.
Brighton breaking
Fantastic,
records.
So yeah. So at the end of the day, I don't think Brighton can say they were unlucky in the end because they got the disallowed goal. That was harsh. But when you miss 2 penalties, come on, it's. I mean, so you only can blame yourselves really at the end of it when you're missing 2 penalties. I mean, so to me, West Brom, they got the victory in the end, and that was they needed that, absolutely needed that, mate. Then and this game, before we go on to the next game, mate, we've got a few comments here, mate.
Yeah, go for
it. Luke, say, what is that noise? That could be Matt's dad. He's doing some work.
Yeah, Luke, it's dad doing the bathroom. Sorry.
Not a problem, pal. Not a problem. In the turn says David Moyes managed to get the best out of, I think, was it his players? 9 of his players. The best out of his players. Sorry. Lily White Lane says, no, at Lily White, Yusuf says, are you real, Lily White? Yes, yeah, it's the real one, yeah. Into 70 said Brighton should have finished their chances. Absolutely. Yeah. Luke says Brighton were unlucky, but they have to put these pens in the net. Absolutely. Yeah. Paul says, I was gutted. I had Stones, DS, and Dunk in my. Oh my God, that would have been fantastic. That
2 out of 3, though.
3 calling centre backs. Luke says Dunk didn't score, but you would have had 2 centre backs. First time ever in the English Premier League. Yes. Matt's with his facts. Yes, Luke. That is what I was saying. My bad. Alexander, thanks for tuning in, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Mate. So everyone in the chat, thanks for tuning in so far. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much. Keep them coming in, guys. Lily White says, unpopular opinion, Fabregas is one of the best keepers in the Premier League. We'll get back on that one. Lily White, thanks for the one. Thanks for that comment. In the turn 17, would you swap Eric Dyer for Lewis Dunk? Yes, all day long. I'll drive Eric Dyer. To Brighton. Lily said he want to join. You said we don't really on these results ones. Just me and Matt. We do normally still on our own. It's nothing against people. We love people having them on the show, but normally these ones, me and Matt just go through it. And the next one, Matt, is this one. The 5:30 on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Leeds 0, Villa 1. Mm-hmm. I had Leeds down as 2-1. I thought Leeds would have won this. But then, do you know what, Matt? I looked at their injuries before that game and I thought, what have I done? What have I done? I didn't know they had that many injuries. And,
see, mate, I know what I'm doing.
I thought, what? They're not finishing this game off. But it was quite a good game, actually. Villa got the early goal. They got the early goal, mate. But go on, mate. You did take away. Have your view, mate.
Yeah, well, I said Aston Villa would get. I said they'd win. Obviously they didn't have Grealish. I thought Watkins played really well. El Ghazi, I really do like El Ghazi. I think he's an underrated player. A good goal. It was an end-to-end game, and you know what? With Leeds, I love watching Leeds play another team because it's always going to be a good game because they never sit back. They have this brand of football where, I haven't watched one boring game where a team's played Leeds. They've been a revelation to the league. But you know what? Fair play to Aston Villa. Watkins, he didn't score, but it's his runs in behind and his really tireless work rate. He works his socks off. He really does. Underrated striker. I wouldn't want a Watkins in someone like Tottenham's team. But fair play to Villa. We're not really sure how long Grealish is out for. They look like they struggled a bit. But they got the job done, and we can't always call them just a Grealish team because they won without him. It shows they got a good bit of depth in the squad. So well done to Villa, and Leeds, you'll be fine.
And Yusuf says, and where's Hyper? Yeah, we'll get Hyper back on. Not a problem. as what me and Matt said the other day when these questions were firing at us, we like to freshen the channel up with different faces. We are trying to get different faces on. At the minute, it's a bit difficult. Everyone's busy doing other things and on other channels. So we are trying to freshen the face up on the channel. But we'll get Hyper back on. THFC Max, hi guys. THFC Max, thanks for joining me. Absolutely. So guys, get involved in the chat, guys. Yeah, as I said, Matt. Yeah, thanks for that them points there, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, with Grealish out, when I saw Grealish out, I thought, oh, right, okay, I've seen the Leeds players out because they had Calvin Phillips out.
Yeah.
Because he's a massive miss. And Rodrigo as well, he's another one. It's a miss for Leeds. But when Grealish is out, because he's the one that goes through Grealish, and everything goes through Grealish from Villa. But he got the early goal, and what's his name? Who got the
El Ghazi, wasn't it?
El Ghazi, sorry, yeah, it was El Ghazi. El Ghazi got the goal, and after that, just Leeds did huff and puff. They had their chances. They did. What was the stats in this one? It was because Leeds had most possession at 69% to Villa's 31, to 13 shots on goal to Villa's 9. So yeah, they did, especially the second half. Leeds try and get a point out of it, but in the end, Villa stuck on and got it was a really good result away from home at Leeds.
Yes.
It's a great result, and Villa's got 2 games in hand as well. Was it 3 games? It's one of them. I think it's 2 games in hand. And Jesus Christ, yeah, one of them's us. I don't know if the other one's against, but yeah, they're going good. They're going good guns. So, sorry guys. So the next one, guys, it was a Saturday 8 p.m. one, guys. Newcastle 1, Wolves 1. Another one I had down for a 2-0 Wolves win, because me and Matt were saying about Callum Wilson being out for about 6 to 8 weeks. That'd be a massive miss for the Jordans. He's the one who's scoring the goals at the minute, but they really did play some good stuff. Matt, what was your thought on this game, mate?
Yeah, I thought the first half Newcastle played really well. They got St Maximan on the ball. We had a goal ruled out for offside. Almiron hit the post. He's a fantastic player. He is. I do quite like the look of that Almiron. Quite lively, little player. They defended well. Wolves didn't threaten too much. I'd say more in the second half. Obviously Newcastle got their goal through Jamal Lascelles. He's a good defender. I do quite like him. Good in the air. Scores goals as well. And then Wolves, slowly got themselves back into the game. It was a lovely header by Ruben Neves, wasn't it? I do think the keeper should have saved it. Looking at it again, but he made a big save to stop Wolves from winning it. On those last 10 minutes. So Paul, massive. I love St Max, man. What a player. But yeah, in the end, I'd say a fair result. But Wolves nearly nicked it. So Dubravka made a mistake, but also made up for it with a big save near the end. So yeah, fair result.
Yeah, I said Matt covered most of that. Yeah, I was just going to go over a few things with the stats. Wolves had most possession, guys. They had 52 to Newcastle 48, but Newcastle had the most goal attempts, 19 to Wolves' 14. 7 on target for Newcastle and 4 on target for Wolves. And as you said there, Newcastle got their goal, mate. And Lascelles is a very good defender, very good. And it was a good goal as well. And then Neves got the equaliser, and that's when Wolves went on. And I thought Wolves would have nicked it. But as I said, Dubravka made a great save as well. So in the end, I think it was a fair. I think it was a fair point for both teams, really. And guys, what does people think of this? That Torre and get his arms oiled. And what's all that about? Do you see it?
So the reason they do it is to stop people from trying to grab him to put him down. Because obviously, if you put the oil on, your hands will slip off him, so he can run past people quicker. But it's not really working because he hasn't got an assist or a goal this season yet in the Premier League. So You
Yeah,
know, that's very shy of the player that was there last year.
exactly. And THFC Maxays and Saint Maximin and Amron is injured now.
Oh,
Newcastle
no.
might get ready. Seriously, if them two are out for a period with
That's
Callum
good.
Wilson, yeah, that is literally because it comes through them as well because they're two good players as well. So overall, I think a fair result. I had 2-0 Wolves. I thought Wolves would have gone on and won this one. They nearly did. But I think overall, I think it was a fair. I think it was fair. Sorry, guys. Then we'll go on to Sunday's games, which some real crackers. Not this first one, guys. Palace, Crystal Palace 0, Fulham 0. It was the 12 o'clock one, guys. Matt, you might not have much to say on this one. Go on, mate. You take it away.
Well, I didn't. I said it was going to be a draw. I thought there'd be 1-1, a couple of goals in it. But both teams. Funny enough, that Spurs have got to play them in the next 2 games. But I thought Fulham on form would probably win that, especially with Palace without Zaha. They don't normally win without Zaha.
Yeah.
So I think Fulham will maybe feel that they should have maybe tried and definitely got the 3 points with no Zaha there. But Crystal Palace dug in again. They defended well. But it was quite a boring game. And yeah, I mean, a point's not bad for either side, really. Fulham are scrapping for points at the moment, so they didn't lose. So they're on their unbeaten run still. I think it's 5 or 6 games now. But yeah, from what I've seen, we've got these 2 teams coming up. I mean, we should have enough to beat them both, but we'll see. But yeah, it's not much to say about this game, mate.
No,
at least I got a point. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Actually, I Fulham to win 2-1. I thought Fulham would have gone because the way they've been playing. But if you go on the stats, literally Fulham had 59% off the ball possession with Crystal Palace 41. Crystal Palace, how many attempts on goals do you think they had? The whole
2,
game?
3.
3 attempts on goal all game at home.
Did they have any on target?
With Fulham, 16. Fulham had 16 attempts, and they had 4 attempts on target, and Palace had none on target for them.
Oh wow!
None on target, and that just says it all at the minute. And they're missing Wilfried Zaha massively. It seems he's a big time player for them. And when you're missing someone like quality who carries the team, when you talk about players who carry each team, I think that he's a massive one. Seriously, without him, Palace do not perform. And I do believe I watched the highlights of it, and Fulham. I think Fulham should have edged it really. They had the chances, but they didn't. They're not clinical enough, and that's the thing. You can have all the possession, you can have all the shots on target, but you've got to put that ball in the back of net. So overall, maybe you can say probably overall we're 0-0 after Fulham couldn't score. So it's probably their problem. They got the draw out this one. Before we go on to the next one, mate, there's some. Yusuf says, I went back to check the prediction vids. Almost everyone got one correct, which was Liverpool 2, Sheffield, and Simon got the Tottenham. That's it. Lily White, I think Newcastle have good players, but a woeful owner and manager. Torre is overrated. So he's a funny player, that Torre. THFC Max says 25 appearance, no goals, no assist, and Wolves wanted 7. Yeah, exactly. That just proves it all. And who? Torre. And Lily White says, I think Palace are brilliant at counter-attacking, but rarely have the end product. I just think, they're missing Wilfried Zaha, mate. They really are. That's the main man. And THFC Max says, yes, Adram Torre, yeah. Why is Matt always on his bed? Inattorney 17 says Steve Bruce might get Newcastle relegated. So why are you on your bed, Matt?
Well, downstairs there's a lot of noise. It's comfortable up here. But yeah, I'll change it up if you want, Yusef.
Oh dear. He'll if you want, Matt will go to the train. Matt will go to the train station, saying, and different scenery. Sits on the bench on his own. Yeah. So the next game, guys, it's this one and another game. Seriously, I got wrong as well because I just thought this one, the other 12 o'clock one, Leicester 1, Arsenal 3. The Sunday 12 o'clock game. Wow, Matt, I had 3-1 to Leicester. I thought real Leicester will have literally got at Arsenal, and whilst I proved them wrong, mate. Matt, you take it away, mate.
Well, yeah, I can't remember if I had 2-1 or 3-1 Leicester, but I said Leicester would win. But I think they're missing key players. I think Maddison was a massive miss. They got off to a great start. Don't get me wrong. Tielemans within 5 or 6 minutes, and I was like, well, this is going to end one way, isn't it? And then, it was just a massive twist of events. Arsenal got 2 before half time. And, they got a third. I think you got to give them credit where credit's due. To beat Leicester, at Leicester is, the way they're on form. Yeah, you know what? I don't like Arsenal, but I'll give them credit. Like Saka was good. Willian was pretty good. Lacazette, he was good the other day. David Luiz got his goal. Pepe even got in on the score sheet, which is rarity. But yeah, Leicester, somehow maybe it just wasn't their day. Their record at home is not very good this season. I think they're better away from home. But yeah, and obviously they've just had a massive bit of news with Harvey Barnes. That looks like a bit of a nasty injury as well. So we don't know how long he's going to be out for. And Rodgers has a habit of finding a solution, but I don't know if he can find someone on that left wing like Barnes, but it'll be interesting to see. But I wouldn't be surprised if Leicester start to get a few bad results and then maybe slide their way down the table.
Yeah, absolutely, there, Matt. And there's just a couple of comments here, mate. Matt, this is from Luke. Matt, go to the beach. Here you go, Matt. Go to the beach next time.
I won't get signal on my laptop. I have to go on my phone.
Leicester is going to bottle the top 4 again, and they got mad injury with Harvey Barnes also got injured against Arsenal. Their season is done. Thanks for that, THFU Max. In turn, says only Arsenal fans can celebrate being on top of Tottenham for 2 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and the Leicester game. Leicester are in trouble. Barnes is out, and more players. Matt, go to Simon's house and just sit in a separate room.
I can't, mate. COVID.
He lives down, and plus he lives down south, and I live up north. So if you want to drive 250 miles to me, there you go. Or I drive the same down to me. You know what I mean? News 4G for the laptop. Luke says. So yeah. We'll go on to the. I'll quickly just go over the Leicester Arsenal game. Just before the game, Leicester had Leicester had Fofana out. Justin's a big player for them as well. They had Maddison out. Perez, he could be quite an impact player from the bench. So they did have players missing as well. Some key players missing. And Arsenal did have all full strength. Arsenal was at full strength. With all their players back. And overall, the stats, Arsenal had it at 56% to 44 Leicester, 8 on target for Leicester to Arsenal's 12, and 3 on target for Leicester and 4 on target for Arsenal, and 7 corners to Arsenal to Leicester's 2. So that just says it all about the game. As I said, with Harvey Barnes now getting injured, they've got a massive injury list now, Leicester. They've got to try and find a way now to win games. And can Rodgers do it? And that's the question. Can he find a way now? Can these players dig deep? Have they got the depth? And that's the problem when they've got players like that out. Have they got anyone else who can come in and cover? And this is going to be the problem for Leicester now. And when you've got big players out like this, Matt, this is how Tottenham people don't know how Tottenham feel every season now when we used to have Kane at this time of the season, or Son, or I mean, they're big players. So overall, I think Arsenal did play some good stuff. I watched the game. They did play some really good stuff, and to me personally, I think overall, Arsenal were top of the above Spurs just for about an hour and a half. Now.
Well, about a minute when we went 1-0 up, mate.
But here you go. But in the end, guys, it was a good result for Arsenal. I did not see that coming. I really didn't. No. But it goes to show when you got big players out, it just shows that for teams someone like Leicester. So the next one, guys, we'll go on to the Tottenham versus Burnley. 4-0 Tottenham. This is the game, guys. Fantastic result for Spurs. Back to winning ways. Matt, how do you think this game went, mate?
Oh, brilliant! From minute 1 to to 90, it was a masterclass. It really was. We were at it from even kick off straight away, straight at them. Got it into the box early. Gareth Bale giving us the lead. We thought it was offside. It was a beautiful run. He just kept onside, and he poked his toe at it. And that was 1-0. Son with wonderful assist. And then from there, we're dominating. Burnley didn't really offer much. When I saw their team line up, I was like, yes, no Chris Wood, no Ashley Barnes. That makes a massive difference. And Højbjerg and Dombler dominating the midfield. And then it was just the front four, wreaked havoc, really, wasn't it? Bale again picked up the ball about 50 yards, 60 yards out, pinged the pass straight over Kane over the top. The defender missed it. Kane ran in, curled a beauty into the top, near enough top corner. It did deflect, but it was going on target. And then from there, done it again. Too much space from Burnley. For our players, like Reguilon had so much time to cross the ball. They knocked it back, went to Lucas Moura, one touch, bang, straight in the back of the net. We pressed high. We defended well. Davinson Sanchez, Toby Alderweireld. In fact, the whole back line phenomenal. Hugo 100th, clean sheet, and then just to top it off, Gareth Bale hits a wonderful fourth. We go home happy. We're all celebrating. We get a clean sheet, and Bale is back, baby. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I'll just echo what Matt said. There's some really good points. He covered most of it again. But when I saw the starting line, I saw Sanchez in there. I thought, here we go again. Yeah. But we did say before the game kicked off, Jose must see something on the training ground. He keep picking Sanchez, and massively probably thought because Burnley are quite a big side, a strong side. They're physical, and maybe thought yet again let's see if Sanchez can bring his physical side to the game. And I think he absolutely stepped up in this game. Absolutely. And I think this goes to show when you've got playing alongside Toby, someone experienced like him, is a fantastic defender. I think that really brought the best out of David. That's the best I've seen him play for a long time. Yeah. He's looked suspect for a while now. And maybe that's playing alongside people like Dyer and things like that. And maybe he needed someone like Toby to come along, play alongside him, and to get the best out of him. And I think he was fantastic. He really was. Everyone goes on about Bale. Bale was great, but he was really good. He was one of the standout ones as well. Really, really, really good. Mm-hmm. And as I go on Gareth Bale, mate, he was fantastic. Absolutely. He done everything in the game. He assisted. He scored 2. He even got back and done some couple of tackles. We were back in our own half sometimes, and when he took that ball past that player, like the flashes of Inter Milan, that game come on. Right. So we're seeing glimpses now of the Gareth Bale we normally see, and I hope that continues to the end of the season. He can stay injury free. We can look after him, and we and hopefully try and play him in these massive games coming up. Yeah, because he is a big time player. You can know about Eric Lemons and all that. Yes, they've got a lot of passion, they've got a lot of energy, but to me, mate, they haven't got the end product like what Bale can bring. Absolutely not, mate. Absolutely. And that's what Gareth Bale can do, mate. If you give him a chance, give him time. So I'm glad that we've stuck at him. I'm glad we've been patient with him. He had his critics from other Spurs fans thinking it wasn't going to work out, and I was I was one that I know you stick by Bale. I really do think Bale will come good. We know he's not going to be the 100%, but we knew Bale will come good. And today, yes, it was fantastic. On Sunday, sorry. So me personally, I think he should play again against Fulham. Do you think he should play against Fulham, or should we we'll play someone else, Matt, and keep him for the Palace game, or do you reckon the Fulham games will be more of a tougher test than the Palace one?
Gareth Bale knows his body better than anyone, so it depends on what he says. If he says I'm ready to go, you whack him in basically. I think Fulham's the bigger game. I think you need to get another win under your belt, second in a row. You go to Palace, you could play Ali against Palace or different couple of other players. So I'd play Gareth Bale against Fulham if he's ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So then as I said, he got his early goal, and then Kane. It was a lovely assist from Bale. That was a great ball over to Kane, and it was a slight deflection, but I think it was going in anyway. And the third goal, plenty of space from Burnley, and that's not like Burnley. Sometimes they're normally quite compact. They're normally quite good at defending. Some loads of space for Moura, and he got his goal. Then Ali. Was it Ali who set up? Or was it Ali who set up Bale for the fourth? I think it was.
No, Son.
Son, yeah, Son. Sorry, it was Son, and it was a fantastic finish. What a finish from Gareth Bale! You know what I mean? One touch and bang. And I think seriously, mate. I think we're going to see now. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We can see the best of Gareth Bale. And the stats quickly. It was 58% to Tottenham, 42 to Burnley, 16 shots on goal from Tottenham to 10 on Burnley, 7 on target, which was quite a good return for Tottenham, and 3 on target for Burnley. And Burnley had more corners than Tottenham. They had 4, we had 3. So, but overall,
defended well though. That's
we defended well. We were fantastic at set pieces yesterday, and that's what I was on Sunday. I keep thinking it's Monday, and so I was so happy with that because we've been dreadful at free kicks, corners. We cannot defend us. But hopefully now this is the turn now, Matt. Hopefully this is our turn now to shine for the rest of the season. Now we've gone through our bad patch, and I think overall we hammered them in it. It could have been more. But Paul says Fafana is the only player I would want in the summer. He's incredible. Cheers, Paul. Yeah, he's a fantastic player, mate. Fafana was up. He's an unbelievable player. And much more to come from him. And lads, do you think the Burnley game was our best performance of the season so far, Matt?
It's up there. I'd probably say our performance against Man United was, unbelievable. At Old Trafford to put them away like we did. At Man United. The team that's second at the moment. So I'd say Man United, but I'd say Burnley's up there. It's close. Yeah.
Why change the team when we have 1-4 and when we have 4-0? But saying that Jose will start Dyer. It's not that, Luke. We've got to be careful with the likes of Bale. The way he's playing at the minute, we can't overplay him. Oh, he's 31, nearly coming on 32. His body's not the same as when he first come to Tottenham. So we've got to really look after him and try and get the best out of him in the big games. And that's what we were saying there. And I hope he doesn't play Dyer. I hope he does go.
I wouldn't change the back four. I'd try and keep that back four all the way now. All the way to the end. Yeah,
if Toby can, that's the thing. That's the only thing with Toby can. Yeah, if he can do it, which would be great. So then on to this game. This is another one that I thought there'd have been at least goals in it. I wouldn't say it was a goal fest because I had done as a 1-1. I had 1-1. I did. It ended up 0-0. This Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. The Sunday 4:30 p.m. kickoff. It didn't live up to it, did it, Matt? I only watched glimpses of it. As I said, I didn't really watch much of it. Matt, did you watch that? Did you watch most of the game?
I watched bits and pieces, mate. I was bored. I just thought both of these teams are dreadful. Like there's nothing. Chelsea are so average at best. Like they just don't score goals. They keep the ball a little bit, but they don't score many. They want the main person who creates is Mason Mount. What a player he is, by the way. Really good player. But they haven't really got a striker that puts them in. Giroud, Abraham, Werner. Why didn't Werner start? I mean, he's just come off the back of a goal the week before, and he's benched him. Very confusing to me. But no, I don't think they've been that good this season. Man United, they got in a couple of times, and they should have had a better counter attack. And if they would have, put a decent cross through, it would have been probably 1-0 United. I'd say a fair result in the end, but both teams sort of, I'd suppose let their fans down. It was quite disappointing, actually, the actual quality of the game. And again, Bruno Fernandes goes missing against a top 6 side.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it wasn't. Oh, I saw glimpses of it, mate. I could tell if I was doing something else, but yeah, it wasn't great to watch. Really, I thought it would have been better than that. They had a lot of quality on that pitch, and I was baffled that Werner didn't play. I really was baffled, mate. I really was. So me personally, the jury's still out with this Tuchel. I don't class him as a top coach. I think Chelsea done the wrong decision. I think they rushed out with this Tuchel appointment, and it will find out in the end. But you can go again. United should have a penalty. You should have had a penalty.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Clearly handball from Hudson-Odoi. You telling me the one against the Newcastle one against us when Dyer didn't have a clue, and they gave that, and Hudson-Odoi's hand was in like that.
Changed the handball rule, though. Changed the handball rule again. Too many changes mid-season.
Yeah.
Stick to one and go throughout the season with it.
United could have nicked it. But
they should have had a penalty.
And I don't blame Solskjaer being angry at the end and Shaw. They're baffled, even like us. And that was a bit thing. But in the end, I just think 0-0 was probably a fair result. Apart from that, they've had their chances, both teams. But
the game needed a goal.
The game needed a goal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Jack says, thanks, Jack, for tuning in. Thank you very much, pal. Thanks for supporting the channel. Please not die. Yeah, I hope so. And the first, excellent. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Absolutely a pleasure, mate. Thanks for subscribing over there as well. Thank you very much. Smash the like, people. Thank you very much. Paul says United form against the Big Six is really bad. They've only scored 1 goal against the Big Six this season. 1 goal, and it was against us. A penalty from Bruno. Yeah. And not one game all season, and only have scored 1 goal, and that was a pen against us. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. Yeah, I saw that stat last night. And Pogba and Cavani, a huge miss for United. The drop off to Fred and Scott is huge. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. Cavani's been he's been a very good signing for United this year. Really has. People were surprised when I think a couple of United fans are like saying Cavani. But I tell you now, mate, I think he's been fantastic.
Really
I will have him at Tottenham. Definitely. United need players more than any other top 6 side. I think you need to still sign players United. So that ended up I think it's a fair result of
get that one.
Yeah. And the last one of Sunday was this one, Matt. Was the Sheffield United 0, Liverpool 2. Liverpool back to winning ways in the Premier League after a dreadful run. And it was good for Jurgen Klopp as well. I did 2-1 at Liverpool. I thought Sheffield United would have got a goal at home, but they had their chances. They had a goal disallowed and they had their chance in the second half. Matt, how do you thought this game went, mate?
Well, I mean, Liverpool dominated in that first half. I mean, Sheffield United, a couple of chances. Alexander-Arnold was back to his best for me, and right back, got too much space, crossing the ball a lot. Curtis Jones, fair play to him, had a really good game in midfield. Going to be a good player when he's a bit older. I'll tell you that. Lovely goal, good finish. And then you had Firmino, who missed. God knows how many chances. Ramsdale was really good in the first half. He kept Liverpool out as best he could. To be honest, I don't think he could do more. Yeah, and then eventually Firmino got his goal. That's game over. Salah should have scored maybe one or two. You know, they're still not looking on fire, Liverpool, but that's a win they needed, what Klopp needed. You know, obviously feel they've had some tough luck this season. You know, Klopp's mum dying. You know, rest in peace to her. Rest in peace to Alisson's dad. You know, I'd be surprised if you see him for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, no, they got the job done, and yeah, no, I thought Curtis Jones was a really good plus for Liverpool on Sunday night. But yeah, they got the job done. Sheffield United, the writing's on the wall for me. I think they're done. I can't see them staying up this season. Go back to the Championship and go and rebuild again, I suppose. But yeah, try and enjoy the season as much as you can. But well done to Liverpool.
Yeah. As I said, Matt, Liverpool back to winning ways, mate. And Curtis Jones, yeah, he does look like a real good player. He's a youngster, 19, 20, something like that, and he showed he's frustrated when he come off because he thought he didn't deserve to come off, and he did, and it's good to see that players like that. I mean, could show some passion for the team. And that's what Liverpool need at the minute with the injuries they've got. But Sheffield United, with all the injuries Liverpool got, seriously, they look even worse. They look woeful. They've got no depth, so they've got quality very far between in that Sheffield United team, and I think that's telling its story this season with Sheffield United. When they're bringing off like people like Burke from the bench and things like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like they're just Championship at best players, and I mean they've got no quality. Like the Billy Sharps and that, they're Championship players. You know what I mean? And they're not Premier League players. I don't think they've improved the squad much. Maybe because the money wasn't there for them. So overall, I think Liverpool peppered their goal on it. At Ramsdown, the first half, made some great saves. Seriously,
good goalie, to be fair. Not bad.
Yeah,
he's not too bad.
It can be suspect sometimes, but it's probably with a bad defence in front of him. That's the thing. And me personally, I think Liverpool deserved to even win by more, but it was good for Klopp because obviously what's happened to his mother and all that. It was good for him to get back to winning ways. And can they go on a run now? That's the thing. Can they get some of their players back? And guys,
Jota's coming back, isn't he? So
the last game of the weekend was last night's game, guys. Was the Everton versus Southampton. It was 1-0 to Everton, the 8:00 Monday night game. I stand as 2-1 Everton. I was wrong again, but I got a point still for Everton winning. Matt, how do you thought this game went, mate?
Yeah, I didn't actually watch this one. I saw the highlights this morning. Richarlison looked very good. He obviously got his goal. Good player, very good player. I do like Richarlison. Everton played well. You know, they were solid. I don't know what's happened to Southampton. I really don't. They've completely fallen off the cliff, haven't they? Really, I think it's 1 point out of 9.
It's really bad form.
Not looking good. I think the manager's under a lot of pressure. And form like that continues. Maybe Ings could be on his way to Tottenham. You just never know. I mean, he's not going to stick around for that. If it is, that's wishful thinking from me. But even he's dried up. The goals have dried up. They're not defending well. There's serious problems there at Southampton at the moment. But Everton are on fire at the moment. They're grinding out results. Another good performance from Michael Keane and Holgate, and players like that. Digne is very good at left back. They're getting Allen back. James Rodriguez is in there. They've got a good solid foundation at Everton. They've got the new stadium coming. The future could be bright for Everton. And I do like Carlo Ancelotti. I think he's a very good manager. Fair play to Everton. Another clean sheet, and they're level on points with Liverpool, I believe now.
Said I'll watch most of this game, and Everton, I think they just deserved it at the end of it. Richarlison's goal was really good, very very good. He ran the keeper, and on that angle, mate, it's difficult chance. And he slotted that home, and they should have went 2 up and on the 25th minute. Michael Keane had a goal disallowed. It was offside after that, and then I thought the curtains would have been on the wall for Southampton if that was the thing. But Southampton got back into it. They did have their chances, but in the end, mate, it's bad form from Southampton, isn't it? They're on some dreadful run at the minute. But Everton keep going, mate. They keep going. They're grinding out results still. Absolutely fantastic form from Everton. And Carlo Ancelotti has done some great stuff there. They really has. He's got Calvin Lewin playing. He's got other players that were looking to leave Everton before Ancelotti come in. You know what I mean? And he's got them firing again. So fair play to Everton and Ancelotti. He's doing some good stuff at the minute. They're going to be a hard team to not to choose for the top four, because they can go on a good run themselves. But Southampton's got a real pick up themselves now, mate. Really have, because they're 7 points off like relegation battle in a minute, so they're not far behind. Seriously.
Wow.
So Luke says Tuchel is a great coach. He's unbeaten and got PSG to a final in Champions League. Listen, mate, he didn't win the Champions League in the end. You can get to finals. Like watching Pochettino, we got Tottenham to finals. That had to make him a great coach because he got into the final. You know what I mean? It's about winning things and things like that. And Tuchel at Chelsea at the minute, that was his biggest test against United since he's come. And to me, and I don't think they're any better than what they were under Frank. I really don't. I think they were a bit more attacking under Frank. To me personally,
not scoring many goals. You know, they're defending quite well. But it's boring to watch. I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. And Luke says, "Are you guys leaving predictions?" No, we're not doing the midweek predictions, mate. Just the weekend ones. And John says, "Future is bright for Everton." Old John, the Everton fan. Go on, Johnny lad. Plus, we have a game in hand over Liverpool. Yes, you have. And I said, you played some great stuff last night, John. And you deserve that win last night as well. If you can keep all your players fit, that's the key now for Everton to keep their
Who's their game in hand? John, who's the game in hand?
Yeah, John, who's their game in hand, mate? Yeah, it will be actually. But so that was the weekend's games. Matt, what was your highlight game of the weekend, mate?
Right, I know we call this the Unbiased show, but I'm giving it to Tottenham Hotspur 4-0. Bale with 2. I just thought it was a really good performance, and you know we scored the most goals of the weekend. So and we got a clean sheet. So I'm giving it to Tottenham on this occasion, and long may it continue. Come on, you Spurs.
So it's against Villa. John was saying the game in hand. That's gonna be a toughie. Is it? If it's at Villa or is it at Everton, John? And Paul says Southampton have done a Spurs. Get top of the table, and then poo. Yeah. Absolutely, Paul. So mine will be Spurs. Definitely, it'll be Spurs victory at the weekend.
Good answer.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic performance. To me, they played fantastic. Absolutely, because it could have been a banana skin. This one, yes. I mean, Burnley are not. They're not the greatest of teams, but they've been a bogey team to us in the past, especially at home. And to get over with another comfortable fixture, it was comfortable. So yeah, who was your worst performance of the week, Matt?
Worst performance of the week? What, in terms of team?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one. Do you know what? I think it's just I expected a bit more. I'm going to go Man United Chelsea. I think that was a real disappointment. You know, had the build up of a good game and it disappointed. It was boring. It was just there was nothing.
Yeah. To me, I know there was goals in the game, but I was expecting more from Leicester. I really do. When they lost 3-1 at home, I didn't see that one coming. Didn't see it coming. I knew Arsenal were playing some good stuff at the minute, and they would have gave Leicester a good game. But did I see a 3-1? Didn't see a 3-1 coming.
But at least that was a good game to watch. Do you know what I mean? Like it was quite end-to-end attacking. This one wasn't. So. That was just literally just baffled me. But yeah, if it comes down to that, I would agree with you, mate, with Chelsea.
Chelsea United game, that was terrible, absolutely terrible. John says, not sure. I hope it's at Villa. Our away form is miles better than at Goodison this year. Or there you go. My thumbs are struggling to type this, but I think Arsenal winning at Leicester is probably the result of the weekend. Oh dear. So as YTP, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the chat, mate. Thank you very much. And guys, yeah, keep your comments coming, guys. Matt, manager of the weekend. Go on.
Manager of the weekend.
Yeah, who do you thought managed their team perfectly with their selection and everything? And
why are you going to me first? I'm joking.
Oh dear.
I don't want to be biased and say Mourinho, but I do think he deserves credit. For he was under a lot of pressure. But I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to go with someone else.
I bet you're thinking the same as me. I bet you. Two minds think alike.
I am thinking like maybe Arteta, but I don't want to give that clown the best manager. You know what? I think it was a big win for Villa, so I'll go Dean Smith.
Wow, brilliant!
Without Grealish, I think that was quite a good performance actually.
Yeah, I think the Villa one was there. It's good performance. I said Arteta away at Leicester. It's a good victory. I know they had injuries, but still got a very good victory. Tottenham at home, we expect it really. And I don't know. It's juggle up between a couple of them, really, isn't it? But
I think my three are Jose, Dean Smith, and Arteta. But I've gone for Dean Smith just to be a bit, not
and Pep as well. I think Pep as well.
Oh yeah, Pep, yeah. You could even say David Moyes. I know he didn't win, but I'd say nearly got his tactics spot on.
But I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna flipping like saying this, but Arteta, because it was a good victory. It was a good victory at Leicester. Very good.
It's too painful to say, mate. It's too painful.
And Paul says Moyes for only losing 2-1 at City. Luke says Pep. So as YTP says, I think Josie's manager of the weekend. Go on, pal. Does Matt have a YouTube channel, Matt?
No, not at the moment. I'm with this channel and I want to see it grow. So yeah.
And yeah, so we've gone for that, guys. And so, guys, we have got a mini league. So every it's either Thursday or Friday we do our predictions for the weekends. And everyone after when we upload up to YouTube, everyone gets in the comments and they type in their results for the weekend. And on a Monday night, I'll calculate them up and I'll put everyone who's in our little mini league. And at the end of the season, whoever's top of that league, I'll buy them a shirt of their choice, whoever they support, because we have got West Ham fans in there, City fans. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so we have got a few fans of different clubs in there. Chelsea fans as well. So I have got up to date. Here we go. I've got the up to date table, and it is, where is it? It's here. So in first place, guys, Matt's leading on 26 points, followed by me in second on 22 points, and followed by, in third place, Kev on 17 points, followed by Adam in fourth on 16 points, followed by Yusuf in fifth on 15 points, then Wayne in sixth on 14, and then seventh you got Das Cloud, and you got Harry on 12 points. In eighth you got Ineternus on 10. That was a good week for him. That's his first week as well. He got 10 points this weekend. And in ninth was Claire and Rob and Mick on 7. And 10th is Luke. He only got 4 points this week for his first week. And 1894 podcasts as well. They didn't have their results for this week. So Yes, so that's the thing, guys. So, can you get me a Gucci shirt if I win the league? No, it's sorry. I meant a shirt of their following the team they follow. A shirt of their choice, the team they follow. You used to know, Matt. I think it's all about the channel you were used to. I think someone asked about a channel.
I did used to, yeah. Not anymore.
And so guys, another good show. Thanks for everyone in the comments. Brilliant. Yeah. It was very good. So, guys, what's coming up on the channel? We have got tomorrow. We've got the preview up on here. Would we say
7 o'clock tomorrow?
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock back here tomorrow, guys, with the preview for the Fulham game. The watch along on Thursday for the Fulham game. Then on Friday, the Unbiased Premier League show. We're going to bring it at a different time. Matt said, let's try the evening. So we're going to give another 7 o'clock slot again, guys, for the Unbiased Premier League show for the predictions for the weekend. And Saturday will be the preview for the Crystal Palace game, and there'll be a watch along 7 o'clock. I think it is Sunday evening for the Palace game. So it's another busy week for us coming up, guys. And Matt, you shouldn't laugh. Watch next week.
You said that last week, mate. You were like, I'm going to be top of the league, mate. I'm top of the league, mate.
I think Luke didn't enter it last week, did he? I think it's Luke's first week. This, yeah.
He's giving it all that, and he only got 4. So.
Paul said a Fleetwood Town shirt. Yeah, I have a Fleetwood Town shirt for myself. It's literally around the corner to me. So yeah, I've already got a couple.
My dad wants me to help him with something. He's called me.
Right, cool. No, not a problem, pal.
Am I okay to jump off?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Matt, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on, mate. Been a great host again. Great co-host, sorry. And we'll see you 7 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah. Cool.
Everyone who's joined the chat, thank you very much. Smash the like. Give Simon some love. He works bloody hard. You know, we both do. We want to provide the best content, and you know, we do it every day if we can. Everyone stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Love you all.
Cheers. Nice one, Matt. Thanks very much for that, pal. Thank you, Matt. Cheers, pal. Thank you. So, guys, in the chat, I'm standing for a couple more minutes, guys. So there is a couple of shout outs I want to go to. I always do it on this channel because these channels here who I'm going to shout out to because they always help me as well. They always come on here. The Irish Hotspur, David Harris, go over to his channel, guys. Brings fantastic content. Absolutely, David does. So get over to David's channel and smash the subscribe on his channel. Matt Hayes, get over to him. As again, another one brings fantastic content. Covers everything. So he's a very knowledgeable lad as well. Very knowledgeable, Matt is. So get over to Matt on his channel on YouTube. Smash the subscribe. We've got Josh, the Spurs debate. It's all one word, the Spurs debate. Give him a subscribe as well. That's another new channel up and coming. Another guy who knows his stuff about Tottenham. He's very knowledgeable, and he's a very, very great guy as well. Bobby Singh as well. Another new up and coming channel, Bob Spur TV on YouTube. Guys, get over there, smash the subscribe, give him some love, guys. Lily White Lane, big up Lily White Lane. Go over to him. He's another up and coming. Got a great future ahead. A young, enthusiastic Spurs supporter, knows his stuff. So get over to his channel, guys. Smash the subscribe and smash the like on there. Charlie THFC, another one. Absolutely brings good content again. Always have good guests on there. Always things going on his channel. So get over there and give Charlie a like. And also beloved Hotspur Adam, another new channel. Get over to him, mate. Bring some good content soon when he can do it. So subscribe to his channel, guys. Then last of all, it's the godfathers of them all. We are Tottenham TV, Ben and Sim, and they are still the best channel out there, guys. And so show them some love as well. Subscribe to their channel. Keep watching them. Because they were the first ones to do things like this, guys. And also show some love for this channel, guys. Premier Hotspur TV. And subscribe if you already haven't, guys. Tell all your friends, guys. Get this content out there, guys. And smash the like going out. And Inner Turner said, how many points did I? You got 10 points this week. You got the highest. You got the highest this week, mate. You got 10 points. So well done to Inner Turner. 10 points this week. Fantastic. So Inner Turner had a very good week on his first week. So well done to Inner Turner. And we are supporting this channel. We're supporting the Kick Out campaign. Was for the racism, kick it out of football, discrimination, as sexuality and things like that, guys. So yeah, we're showing our support for it. I think other YouTube channels should show the support as well. So yeah. So guys, thank you for everyone coming in today. Absolutely appreciate everyone who come in the chat. It's been appreciated by Premier Hotspur TV and myself, Matt. So thanks for everyone coming in. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow 7 o'clock for the preview of the Fulham game. So on your way out, guys, remember, smash that like, guys, and subscribe if you already haven't. Share this content out, get it out to people who may want to watch this, guys, and get them to subscribe as well. So guys, from Premier Hotspur TV, from me, Simon, and from Matt, who's gone out, guys, have a great afternoon, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll leave you with it, guys. Good afternoon, guys. Have a great afternoon. Come on, you Spurs.